Hi guys, so today I thought I'll just jump on and do weekly analysis for GBPUSD because typically over the week I just do US study on a daily basis, but I thought it'd be great to kind of start introducing new pairs or just stuff that we can look at in case US study does not it's not in a place where we can take trades, like if it's ranging or if there's nothing really setting up, we have alternatives. Typically I only trade US 30 like 99% of the time. Sometimes I do trade gold and barely US GBP USD, but let's just take a look at it, and see where we are with that, and if we can find any good setups or what we're looking forward to for the week. And if we do see anything setting up, then I might take it, and then I can show you guys the trade that I got into as a trade recap. Okay, so I am going to go up to the monthly. So it's always great to do a top-down analysis on whatever pair or index you're looking at. So yes, you can see my 200 smooth moving average. It is downtrending on a monthly. So you can see we are getting a nice downtrend and it's forming the lower lows, right? And however, what I do see here is, can you guys actually see this where price has come back and hit the zone several times, where price has come down to this area here and touched this point. Okay, I'm just going to make it a bit more accurate. So I will draw it here. Okay, and you can see price is at the same spot now. Okay, so to me, it is a zone which is really important. So whether price is going to break and go upwards or not, it just depends on breakout structures on the other time frames. However, on the monthly, we are trending down. Okay, we do have a small retracement coming up here, so we'll see. Going up to the weekly, you can see we're almost touching the 200 moving average. It's a question of whether we're going to break to the upside. However, you can see that we are forming highs here. Do you guys see that? Okay, so this really, it's just about just understanding what price action is doing. So we had a nice down and price is coming up, but this is could be a retracement, may not be a retracement. As of now, price is trending upwards from a higher time frame. So if I was trading GBP last week, I would be looking for buys just because on a higher time frame we are trending up, right? Okay. So on a daily, we are already on an upward trend. Okay, we are on a buy. So you can see it's above my 200 moving average and it's been forming highs. The question here is it going to drip even further down? So we have a zone right here. I would be very interested to see what price action does. Okay. And just for it to play around this area to see what we are looking to. So if I want to make it a bit more sniper, maybe around here. But I think this would be a good zone to look at. Okay, so as of now, price is just retracing, but I am still looking for buys on GBP USD. Because it's not giving me a breakout structure to the downside on the higher time frame. So it has to break below this low, okay, for me to, so this is a low right here, guys, right? Can you guys see this low? Okay, right here, and this is another low. So for me, price action has got to break below one of the lows. For me, this low preferably, and obviously this is the swing low. But if it breaks around here, I'll be a bit more cautious when trading because price could be ranging in between this two zones, like this low and this around this area here. Before we get a significant confirmation as to what price action wants to do. As of now, I am bullish. Okay. What I'm interested in doing is actually just drawing this fin right here. There you go. We are at the 0.61, which is the golden zone, so we could literally see price push up because we are above the resistance lines, guys, the support resistance. So the support line, we can see price here. We just need to wait and see whether price comes down to touch the zone, but we could see at the 0.618 zone, price flying up. Okay, going back here, another zone right there, right? Can you guys see that? And also, I'm just gonna, it's always very nice to have, I'll show you guys this. I don't know if you guys can see this, what I'm drawing, but I'm gonna just label it. So this is a fair value gap, this top one here, and obviously this is a liquidity zone. Okay, so you can see price came down, tapped into the fair value gap, tapped into the zone, and I do think price would be going to the upside. Okay, let's see. So I do think price is going to go this way. Let's see if anything else changes from our cover. So we are getting step downs. So like a huge zone here, which price is tapped into. We could possibly come down to this zone because this is another crucial zone. What I do want to see is obviously a break of structure to the upside. So we do see price stepping down. See, like this whole area for me is just zones. Like, can you guys see? Like this whole, see, it's plotted here. Here, exactly where I drew the zones in the smart money concepts. I'm just going to turn it off. But I just want to step down to 15 minutes because I do want to kind of see a break of structure to the upside. Okay, so on the 15 minutes, even on, okay, so literally, I do want to see price break a high on an hour. So once price breaks a high, I would be looking for buys, guys. So just typically, you can see prices step down, touch the zone. So I do personally feel price is going to be going upwards because we are bullish on a weekly, almost, sorry, on a daily. I'm pretty sure we were bullish on a daily. There we go. Okay, so I do think price is stepping up slowly. We are touching the 200 very close soon in the weekly as well. So it's just a case of following price action as we go along. As of now, I do think we do have bullish momentum. However, I do need price to go above the 200 moving average in whichever time frame before I do take a trade. So on the 5 minutes, we still are below, so which is still bearish. So I do need a break of structure on the 1 hour, which will be here. I mean, this, okay, let's just come back to the 1 hour. So for me, this breaker structure will be what I'll be looking at, guys. Okay, here, a bullish, bearish, this is a high. Obviously, we had previous highs. We have a high here too, if we wanted to consider that a high. Okay, what price hasn't broken? Even this. Wicks above it do not constitute a break of structure. All right, take a look. So we've got a high here. We have had wicks forming, but we haven't had any candle closes below. So therefore, in this area, I am still bearish, guys. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So I would not take a buy just because I think price is touched the zone. I'm going to retrace. I will wait for a break of structure before I actually enter. This will be a new high as well. So I'm just going to go to 30 minutes to see if we had. I mean, clearly, we see this high. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to see. So we've got a high here, which is 587. Okay, so obviously we've broken this here a little bit. Okay, as this previous high, for example, like all this. Mm, yeah, we've broken this high here. So we did have a little bit of an upward momentum. However, I would like to see a break of structure to the 1 hour, typically just because it's not breaking this yet. So I do need a candle close above this high, the previous one. And this is actually the latest high if you guys look at it right here. Okay. So for me, I do need, though it's stepping up, it's not giving me a break of structure, if that makes sense. All right, so I do want to see a break of structure here, and then I'm going to drop down to 5 minutes and wait for price to go above my 200 moving average and look for an entry at that point. Right now, I'm still not ready for a buy because even on a 5 minute, we are still bearish. Okay, guys, so that's just my analysis in a nutshell for GBP USD. I think for the rest of the week, we could be reaching potential highs. Let's just see where price could be going to as a high, okay? And it's so messy when price decides to. I mean, when my laptop just decides to. Okay. So yeah, we could be going for this highs here, right here. 31400, 1.31400 is where I do think price would go on a daily. I mean, obviously slow, it's gonna go on a slow momentum, but on a short term here, okay. I'm going to, let's get a 4 hour. I like 4 hour charts to be fair. So we've got zones in different places, guys, like where price possibly could go to. I like this area because we had a nice lake out there. So this would be an area of interest initially, even though I do think price could go up there. But if we drop to 3 hour, there we go, we get a nice zone right here. So price could possibly go up here, tap, because we do have a liquidity. However, this liquidity zone has been mitigated here. Can you guys see? It came back, mitigated it, touched it, and came back down. So not really a zone that I like just because it has been mitigated and so it becomes invalid according to me. All right, so don't really like that. Let's just drop down to 2 hours. Okay, that's it. I like unmitigated zones. We have one right here, just by the zone that we drew earlier. There we go. Can you guys see this? So this is on a 2 hour. So therefore, I do think price will be very attracted to this area because it has got a zone to touch with, as well as a fair value gap, and we've got a zone right up here as well. I'm just going to turn on the smart value concepts. If you guys can see, right? It's got this Faveliga, which we found earlier, but it did touch into the zone and it gave us a drop. So, however, I do like this area because it's unmitigated, as well as we've got a top zone, and I do believe this is also a zone that it might be attracted to. Okay, so this is the reason why I do say price will be very attracted to come to the upside right here. All right, guys. So this is my area of my analysis for GBP USD. Okay, very messy drawing, but just deal with it. Okay, so yeah, so this is where I do think price will go. So wait for break of structure, guys, first on an hour. Okay, like I would happily just wait for a break of structure here on an hour, and then you can then look for buys when price is above the 200 moving average on at 5 minutes. Typically, I like trading 5 minutes because I find that a little bit more less volatile than the 1 minute, and also it's more precise. I know a lot of traders trade in seconds and 1 minute time frames. It's just not for me. So I will typically wait for price to go above the 5 minute 200 moving average before I even decide on the trend and whether to buy or sell. Okay, guys, so that's my analysis for GBPUSD. This is very interesting. Let's see how it plays out over the week, and then we can do another analysis over the next weekend. See you guys, and have a happy Sunday.